What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so before you say anything, I already know what you're about to say. Sis, it's been about a week since you uploaded, but I know you guys seen that thumbnail. I know you guys seen that title. It took me a while to upload another video because your girl has an unboxing for you guys, okay? A book unboxing. So I think I mentioned in my previous videos that your girl was kind of on like a book buying ban for the month of October. So I didn't buy any books. I couldn't buy any books. And I only got put on that because my mom, because we had like this bet going on that I couldn't get any packages from Amazon. And you know, she couldn't do the lottery. So with all that, you know, I could not buy any books. So I didn't, but it's November now, and you know what's crazy? I didn't even wait till November. I waited till like maybe October 31st to order because I knew it would come like November 2nd or something like that. So your girl didn't even wait till the end of October to you know, post, you know, like put in my card information to Amazon, because that took all my card stuff out. And as of right now, all my card stuff is out because, honey, you seen that thumbnail. Your girl went a little bit crazy, a little bit stupid.
Go crazy! Go stupid! Go crazy!
Okay, but I'm doing this for y'all. Not for me. This isn't for me. This is for y'all.
What?
And pure entertainment. I promise. You know me, y'all. This is not for me, okay? This is for you.
What?
Okay, but yeah. So I had to give y'all that memo on why it's been longer. It's been a while since I've uploaded another video. So also, I always have an idea of what I'm gonna say before I start recording, and then when I get to recording, I'm like, what was I gonna talk about? Yeah, I forgot. Oh, but I do want to mention, I do want to ask you guys, how do you guys feel about me doing like weekly reading vlogs? You know, like how do you feel about that? You know, comment down below how you guys will feel about me doing weekly reading vlogs. I want to start doing them. If it won't be next week, probably the week after, because I believe I still want to record like my November TBR and then, you know, stuff of that nature. So yeah, but with all that being out the way, let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, you guys, so I want to start this video with the smallest to biggest box. As of right here, I have a big box, my book of the month subscription box, and then 3 other packages. And also I actually have another box that has not come yet. It's supposed to be shipping the end of this week, but I didn't want to wait any longer to record this video because I've had these for like a couple of days just sitting in the corner of my room. So I was like, you know, I'll just record that in another video. But I'm gonna do smallest to biggest, and I also with me starting with smallest, I gotta start with my ebooks. So I actually only like bought 2. No, I have 3. I have three ebooks. Okay, so let me just go ahead and start with the first one. The first one I have, and I'll put a picture somewhere right here. The first one I have is Bully by Penelope Douglas. All I know so much about this book is that it's about a girl who gets bullied. I'm thinking it's like a bully romance type book, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I ain't gonna cap. The only reason I got it is because I was in my toxic era, if you know what that means. You know, is when, well, for me, I interpret it as when I want to read books that is just so bad, like you don't want none of that in your real everyday life, but when you read it, it's like, okay. I mean, it's still bad, don't get me wrong, it's still bad, but it's just, it's fiction. It's fiction, so we keep it in the fiction world. We don't want none of that in the real world, you know what I'm saying? So that's really why I bought Bully. So I'm pretty sure it's like a, I think I did read a little bit of it, but I haven't like really read it. And I believe the dude who's bullying her, because the guy is the bully to the girl, they were once friends, and then they're no longer friends, and he's now her bully. But it's like some type of romance between them. Girl, you know better than I do. But yeah, that's pretty much the first book that I have for you guys. Now, the second book that I have is the Bromance Book Club. Okay, put that right there. So what I've understood is that it's this guy, I want to say he's a baseball player, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, he's married, and the marriage is not going good. It's not really going top tier like it should be. And I believe somehow, some way, she ends up confessing to him that she never had an orgasm. Yes, she, you know, exposes that, you know, she's never really had that. And so he kind of blows up, goes crazy. And when that happens, she's like, you know what? I want a divorce. So then he ends up joining this book club from, it's a whole bunch of men, a very high established elite men. Like, I think some might be like lawyers or job managers, job owners, you know, people like that basically. A whole bunch of men who are very elite and all that stuff. So they're like this book club together where I guess they help him and give him advice on how to like get his wife back, and you know, to how to spice up the marriage basically. I think I did a good summary of that book, because honestly it's been a while since I actually had bought that book a while ago, and I still have yet to read it. But that's the Bromance Book Club by Lisa K. Adams. Yes, so that's the second book. Okay, and then we have the third book here. This is Not My Type by Evie Mitchell. Again, the picture will be right here. All I know is that the girl, she's in a wheelchair and she writes like a lot of romance, like smutty erotic romance books or something like that, or I don't even know if it's books, but she writes something that's like really, you know, sexy, sex related stuff like that. And then you have him. Yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna be honest with you, my memory, I don't know. The girl who the girl that I watched on YouTube, she described it so good. I was like, oh my god, I want to read that book. That sounds so cute. It's mostly about like how he's like a player. He doesn't do, you know, relationships, stuff like that. And she's like somebody who can't do like one night stands or just like a booty call. She can't do none of that, and he don't do relationships. So it's a romance like that, if you know what I mean. Okay, so basically I finished all the books that I got on my Kindle. I only had like 3 books, and so now we're gonna go ahead to go into the full unboxing of all the packages you saw in that thumbnail. So let's go ahead and jump right into that part. Okay, so I'm gonna just keep the packages this way, because as long as I've had these boxes, I have not taken off my address on them for some reason, even though I've had them for so long. But yeah, so let's just go ahead. I kind of remember the books I got, but the books in the big box, I don't remember. I remember them, but I don't remember the title or the author. I just remember the picture. But also before we get into it, please pray that Amazon didn't do my books dirty, because for some reason when they give me my packages, they be throwing them, and it just be like little knickknacks on my books that I can't stand. I don't understand why they can't just package them neatly and gently and just get them to me safe. I don't understand the problem, but just pray for me that none of my books look crazy, especially the big box, because you got a big old box with a whole bunch of books in there, and not one page or anything better be messed up, y'all. I swear I'm gonna have a problem. I will be sending it back to get another one. Okay, let me check it out. Okay, this one looks okay. So the first book, well, the first actual unboxing book I have is this. Basically, the first book that I have for you guys is Monday's Not Coming, a novel by Tiffany D. Jackson. So about this book, I have yet to actually even finish Grown, because I think I told you guys in like my book tour how that book kind of traumatized me, and I really couldn't finish it because I was too traumatized. But I do plan on finishing it, and then I want to hop into this. This one sounds really, really good. Okay. All I know so much about this book is that it's this girl who her best friend's named Monday, and her best friend has gone missing, and she's trying to figure out where she's went to. She asks Monday's mom, her sister, and nobody's really helping her as to where Monday has gone. It says right here, this is the story of how my best friend disappeared, how nobody noticed she was gone except me, how nobody cared until they found her 1 year later. So yes, it sounds really, really good. I don't know why this is on the back of this, but yes, it sounds really, really good. I should have got it in hardback, just because when I finished this and Grown, I could have had them like set up next to each other, because they are by the same author. But you know, it is what it is. It'll do. So yes, this is Monday's Not Coming, again by Tiffany D. Jackson. Now we have this one. Is this one book or 2 books? I think this is just one book in this one. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this book I thought was a hardback book. It didn't give me the option to choose if I want hardback or paperback. It just said buy the book, because these are one of the books that you can kind of only get on Kindle Unlimited and on Amazon. Like, you won't really see it in a bookstore. And this is also by Tia Rain. I've talked to her about, I talked to her, what?
What?
I've talked about her on my channel previously. I have like 3 of her other books, Alpha, Sigma, and Chaitin. So this is her other book, First Love by Tia Rain. Okay, let's talk about it. I read this book on Kindle Unlimited on my Kindle, obviously. What? But when I read this, so this is actually a book that I've already read. I just want it because I want this on my actual bookcase. Baby, let me tell you. When I say you will feel every emotion you need to feel in this book, you will feel every emotion you will feel in this. You need to feel. It made me so mad and so angry, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I love Miss Tia Rain. I think she's a very great author. I love her writing. I do want to finish out some of her other books. My goal is to really have a whole shelf dedicated to Tia Rain because I really do love her writing and her stories and everything. But I will say about this book, she did not do a good job as to making me like Zora, or did not do a good job of making me like Zora, or what was his name? Luke. It was Luke, wasn't it? Luke. It had to be Luke. Yes, Luke. Zora or Luke's parents. I didn't like either one of them. Did not care for them. Could not stand them. Hated them with all my heart. And okay, let me say this. I didn't hate them with all my heart at the end of the book, but I still hated them. Like, I still didn't mess with them. We still not cool. We still got beef, but that's another topic, okay? So let me go ahead and read you guys the synopsis a little bit. It says, 8 years ago, Zora Henderson ran away from the man she loved and the family that forced her to have an abortion. Tragedy brings her back home to South Carolina. Can she face the family in the town that betrayed her? And what of the man that she left behind? Zora also has a secret, one that may have her on the run again. So y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's on Kindle Unlimited. So if you have a Kindle, make sure you guys check it out. You know, just try it out before you want to buy the actual physical copy. I know you will want to, because girl, it was good. I felt every emotion. I was angry, I was mad, I was punching the air, I was happy, I was smiling, I was laughing. It gave you all the emotions. So definitely check this book out. Again, it's First Love by Tia Rain. Okay, y'all, so let's go ahead and jump into the next package. This is, again, this. Okay, this one has 2 books. This one is so small. Oh my god. I mean, I knew because it said it didn't have a lot of pages. But anyway, this is The Dare by Harley LaRue. Don't quote me if that's wrong, y'all. The Dare. Okay, so all I know is this is supposed to be like a smutty read. I ain't gonna cap. And this is quick. This is something I definitely might want to hop into this month, just so I can be like, okay, I finished it. Because this is so, y'all, look at that. Look at that. That is so small. And I knew when I saw, like, you know, on Amazon it showed you like how many pages is in, when it was released, the author, all that stuff. I saw how it wasn't that many pages, but I just did not assume that it was this small. But yeah, this is supposed to be like a smutty read. I'm thinking it's supposed to be, if I'm not mistaken, a reverse harem. I'm hoping so. But let me go ahead and read the synopsis for you guys. Jessica Martin is not a nice girl. As prom queen and captain of the cheer squad, she ruled her school, licking down her nose at everyone she deemed unworthy. The most unworthy of them all, the freak, Manson Reed, her favorite victim. But a lot changes after high school. A freak like him never should have ended up at the same Halloween party as her. He never should have been able to beat her at a game of drink or dare. Losing the game means taking the dare. A dare to serve Manson for the entire night as his slave. It's a dare that Jessica's pride and curiosity won't allow her to refuse. What ensues is a dark game of pleasure and pain, fear and desire. Is it only a game, only revenge, only a dare, or is it something more? So again, yeah, oh, the sun is coming out. The lighting is changing. it's getting crazy out here, y'all. But again, this is The Dare. This is by Harley LaRoe. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. It is so thin. I love the velvety feel of this. I like how this feels. So yes, this is The Dare. Okay, now also in this package, the sunlight is giving. It's definitely giving sunlight, y'all. But also the next book I have in here, which is, I'm so happy to have this book because I actually wanted this book before, when I wanted this before October, but it wasn't going to get here in time before, you know, I couldn't get anything in October. But this is The Best Worst Man by Mia Sosa. I'm sorry, I hope you guys can see. I might have to put it over here because the sun is really giving on this side. But again, it's The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. I am really excited to read this. I don't know if I read any books from her. I don't think I have. Have I? No, I don't think I did. I don't think I've read a book from her. But yeah, so this will actually be my first book from her. It says, you are cordially invited to witness the worst best man get what he deserves. A wedding planner left at the altar? Yeah, the irony isn't lost on Carolina Santos either. But despite that embarrassing blimp from her past, Lena's offered an opportunity that could change her life. There's just one hitch. She has to collaborate with the best make that worth man from her own failed nuptials. Marketing expert Max Hartley is determined to make his mark with a coveted hotel client looking to expand its brand, but then he learns he'll be working with his brother's whip-smart, stunning, absolutely off-limits ex-fiance, and she loathes him. If they can nail their presentation without killing each other, they'll both come out ahead. Except Max has been public enemy #1 ever since he encouraged his brother to jilt the bride, and Lena's ready to dish out a little payback of her own. Soon Lena and Max discover animosity may not be the only... Anyway... Soon Lena and Max discover animosity may not be the only emotion created sparks between them. Still, their star-crossed couple can never be more than temporary playmates because Lena is interested in falling in love and Max refuses to play runner-up to his brothers ever again. To his brother, not brothers, but basically. Yes, it sounds really, really interesting. I think, and it also says in the cake, hell has no fury like a bride scorned. That's actually, wow. Okay, it sounds really, really interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna hop into it this November though. I don't know, but it sounds really, really good. So yeah, this is The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. All right, you guys, so this next package that I have has about 3 books, and this is also my book from Book of the Month. Alright, so the very first book that I got, which was also this month's Book of the Month pick, was Someday Maybe by Onyi. Someday Maybe by Onyi Nwabineli. I hope I pronounced that right. This is, again, this month's, let me put on the side, this month's Book of the Month option. What made me choose this? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it's the cover. It's the cover for me. I was like, oh, black woman with, you know, like an orangey, yellowy background cover. It's giving everything it needs to give to me. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. That's the same reason why I picked up Grown without even really knowing what the synopsis was of it. It was like the cover is beautiful, and honestly this cover is really beautiful. But I believe this is a sad read, which I'm kind of honestly interested in because I don't know. I don't really read a lot of books that have the intention of being sad. But for some reason I've just like, you know, let me get out of my comfort zone, and so I grabbed this book. Let me go ahead and read the synopsis for you guys. Okay, so it says, here are 3 things you should know about my husband. He was the great love of my life despite his penchant for going incommunicado. 2, he was, as far as I and everyone else could tell, perfectly happy, which is significant because 3, on New Year's Eve, he killed himself. And here is 1 thing you should know about me. 1, I found him. And bonus fact, no, I'm not okay. I gotta work on that lighting, y'all. Hold on. And then it says, Someday Maybe is a stunning and witty debut novel about a young woman's emotional journey through unimaginable loss, pulled along by her tight-knit Nigerian family, a posse of new friends, and the love and laughter she shared with her husband. It sounds really, really cute. Will I get into this November? I'm gonna put it up there high that I might get to this in November. I'm gonna put it up there, but I don't know yet. I don't know, but the cover is so cute. Like, tell me this is not cute. Come on now. You'd be lying if you said it wasn't. Again, so that's, again, Someday Maybe. I got that for my book of the month pick. So this book is actually my book of the month pick for this month. It is The Last Party by Claire McIntosh. I know this is a thriller, I believe. It says at midnight, one of them is dead. By morning, all of them are suspects. It sounded so good. This was the book between that one and this one that I was trying to figure out which one did I really want to get. And I thought I heard something. I'm going crazy. Hey, let me go ahead and read the synopsis for you guys. It says, on New Year's Eve, Riles Lloyd has a house full of guests. His vacation home on Mirror Lake are a success, and he's generously invited the village to drink champagne with their wealthy new neighbors. But by midnight, Riles will be floating dead in the freezing waters of the lake. On New Year's Day, Fionn, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, Morgan has a village full of suspects. The tiny community is her home, so the suspects are her neighbors, friends, and family, and Fiona has her own secrets to protect. With a lie uncovered at every turn, soon the question isn't who wanted Riles dead, but who finally killed him. In a village with this many secrets, murder is just the beginning. This sounds really, really good, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I was stuck between the two, because they sounded so good. So yeah, this is The Last Party by Claire McIntosh. This was actually my official book of the month pick. This book, y'all. This book I gotta get to soon because it sounds juicy. It's giving me drama. It's giving me a little smut, if you will. I hope it's giving me smut because it sounds like it should give me smut. But you know, you never know with these books. Sometimes the synopsis can be something completely different, and you know, you always get your little bookmark from book of the month. This is, if you were a book, you'd be a classic. That's actually really cute. So again, yeah, that's that. This book is The Lifestyle by Taylor Han. This is The Lifestyle. Oh my god, y'all, this sounded so juicy. It did. It was about a girl, I think her and her boyfriend become like swingers because she ends up catching him cheating on her or something like that. So I guess to like save the relationship, she ends up saying, hey, why don't we just become swingers, you know, do stuff like that, girl. But I think the guy she ends up, you know, dealing with while she's being a swinger with her boyfriend, she actually really like has really deep feelings for. Like, she ends up developing really deep feelings for him. So I mean, let me read the synopsis just to make sure I'm correct, because it's been a while since I've looked at this. And again, I've had this in my cart since early October, waiting for November to come up so I can put those books in and then order it. So let me just go ahead and read the synopsis for you guys. It says, Georgina Wangman has it all. A great marriage. Oh, she's married. I thought it was her boyfriend. Oh, okay. See, this is why I got to read the synopsis, because sometimes I be wrong, okay? It says, a great marriage, a great job at a prestigious law firm, and great friends. She's living the life she always wanted, and everything is perfect until she walks into her husband Nathan in an uncompromising position with a junior associate. Georgina has a moment of crisis, but divorce is not a part of her 5-year plan. So she comes up with an idea to save her marriage and recapture the spark. She and Nathan are going to become swingers. Georgina isn't going to embark on this adventure alone, though. Her friends Felix and Nora and their respective partners decide to tag along for the ride. They've got relationship woes of their own that swinging just might fix. Georgina, convinced Felix and Nora belong together, is thrilled. What better place to reignite romance between two people destined to be together than a swinging party? Her plan is foolproof until she runs into a college ex at the first party. When they reconnect, Georgina will find herself torn between her head and her heart. With her very happiness hanging in the balance, full of heart and humor, The Lifestyle is the most fun Emma retelling since Clueless. See, I didn't know it was an X too. See, this is why I gotta be reading synopsis, because my memory about books that I had read or had read the synopsis of, like in what, October, September, I don't remember. But basically, this is The Lifestyle by Taylor Han, and this is also my third add-on, my second add-on to the book of the month. This month, it came June 2022 is when it was actually like one of the picks. But it sounds really, really good. It sounds really good. Okay. So that's that book. Alrighty, you guys, now we're gonna get into the big boy. Now this book, I mean not this book, but this box should have about like 7 books in. Actually, the package with the Dare and the Worst Best Man, that was supposed to be in here. I ordered all those books together, but for some reason those came a day after these books came. So y'all, I didn't even cut this part. I didn't cut this. So this is how it was taped up here, but this part was already open. So y'all, keep my books in your prayer that they're okay, because I swear if anything's wrong with these books, I'm really gonna lose my mind. Like, I'm not playing. But let's go. I'm gonna just grab this one on the side. Hopefully it's okay. I don't know which one this is. I'm gonna let y'all see for me. Okay, so this is Damaged by Miss Smoggy, Son of the Elite. Okay, it's a little flapped up here. You see what I'm saying? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Okay. Ooh, this font is big. It's big. Okay, so let me explain what this book is about, or explain this book. I've already read this series. Again, this is another book that you can find on Kindle Unlimited, but I just decided to go ahead and have the actual physical copies because I love the story, I love the book, and I also want to support, you know, a little more, because I mean, not people, but just authors on Kindle Unlimited, they do get paid by per page you click, but I still want to support some more by actually buying the physical book. This series is a reverse harem series, so if you guys are not into those type of tellings, then you probably won't be interested in this book. But let me just say this, I didn't even know what a reverse harem was. Didn't know. I don't know. I never even read a book like that until this. Actually, I'm gonna put her channel in the description box. Miss Nisi, I want to say is her name. She's the one who put me onto this because her thumbnail, you know, she had Chris Evans in the thumbnail, so I was like, let me check it out. And so, like, some of the books that I've read is because of her. Like the whole Tia Rain, I went down this whole Tia Rain slope of just reading her books after I read Alpha, because she mentioned reading Alpha, and then I read Sigma and Chasing, and then I have First Love that I already read. So she's the reason why I read some of Tia Rain's books, and I'm going to read some more of Smoggy. I want to say is how you pronounce her name, but this is just the first series that I read of hers. So let me go ahead and read you guys a synopsis. It says, love, wealth, and success. Gabrielle Johansson has attained all three as one of Los Angeles' most hardworking and successful young black professionals. In addition to becoming one of LA's breast surgeons, she is also engaged to world-renowned artist Damien DuPont. All that seems to change when she gets a phone call that Steve Richardson, beloved friend of the family and father of her childhood best friends Chris and Charlie, passed away. Upon her return to rural Pennsylvania, she is overwhelmed with memories of her childhood, family, and friends. In an attempt to rekindle old friendship, Gabrielle is forced to face old, buried feelings for the Richardson brothers and find herself constantly succumbing to repressed desires. But what are her childhood best friends really hiding? She soon finds herself in the crosshairs of a toxic feud involving intense violence, dishonesty, love, and unthinkable betrayal. Okay, so again, like I said, it is a reverse harem, and it also is like about, like, I guess you could say gang or mafia. Mafia is more like it's a mafia reverse harem. She's a renowned doctor, and just some stuff goes on at her home where, you know, her best friend's fathers die, but she kind of looks at him like her own father because her father, I believe, died at a very young age for her. So her best friend's father is like her father and stuff. So, you know, she feels very emotional when he passes away. She comes back and visit, and then she runs back into Charlie and Chris and baby. But the gag is, let me tell you about the gag of this series, that you think it's just 2 dudes, because I talked about the 2 dudes, but baby, it's 3 of them, because you get the other dude in the second book, and it gets buck wild. It get buck wild. I ain't gonna cap. It get bucks wild. Let me tell you. The last book, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Shh, don't tell nobody. The 4th book, there was not a hole on her body that was not filled. You can guess what it was filled with. So I'm gonna leave that with y'all. But anyways, if you guys like reverse harem, definitely check this out. This is top tier 10 when we get to the fourth book, because I have the whole entire series in this box. When we get to that book, I'll explain more. Okay, look. There you go. I want to go in order because I have the whole entire series. So I'm going to put this one down. I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to just go ahead and go in order. So this is the second book. This is Stuck in the Middle by Smoggy. Again, this is a part of the series. This is the second book. So the synopsis for this is the Richardson brothers have reached an impasse, give into their desire for Gabrielle Johansson and risk her safety, or distance themselves from her altogether to keep her safe. What will they do? And what's the deal with the new blue-green-eyed Irish stud, Michael Bow? Who is he and why does he have his sights on Gabrielle? Perhaps Charlie and Chris have more to worry about than they thought. So again, you know how I told you guys it's 3? That's the third dude. So you got Michael, Chris, and Charlie. Bitch. That's a lot going on. So this again is the second book. This is Stuck in the Middle by Smoggy. And again, if you guys are not, you don't want to, I know the covers aren't the best. I'm going to admit they're not the best. But I would rather have a book on my shelf that has a really great story rather than just a really great cover but the story is trash. No, that's just me. And plus, I know the stories are great because I read them on Kindle Unlimited. Again, if you have Kindle and you have Kindle Unlimited, you should definitely check this series out. So again, this is the second book. And then we have the third book. This is Man's Weakness. This is again by Smoggy. This is the third series. The third book in the series, excuse me. They feel so velvety. I like how these feel. So let me read the synopsis for you guys. It says Gabrielle Johansson's childhood best friends Chris and Charlie Richardson belong to the most I'm not gonna say it because if I say it then it'll spoil it. I don't want to spoil the series just in case you guys read it, so I'm not gonna read that synopsis. But again, this is Man's Weakness. This is the third book. Isn't the cover cute? This is so cute. Okay, so there you go. I'm not gonna read it. Last but not least of the series, this is the fourth book and it's called Foreplay. I'm gonna just leave that with you right there. Foreplay. That's literally the title of this book. Is Foreplay. I don't know what else to tell you of what you can expect in this book. And also, how many pages is this? I want to see if it's the same amount of pages. Okay, so that's crazy. But it's like 400 pages, and this is the last book. This is Foreplay. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave that with y'all right there. Okay, now this book is not a part, well, it actually is a part of the series because the second book I don't think has came out yet. Oh, it comes out today as I'm recording this, but here you guys, it's very popular. Miss Legendborn. Okay, this is by Miss Tracy Dion. I have not read this book. Let me explain about this book, the situation I have with this book. I actually ordered this book maybe back in September. I ordered it, I don't know, I got scared. I kept listening to too many other people's review about this book and I got scared that I wouldn't like it. So I ended up returning it back to Amazon. And plus, I took the sticker off and it didn't come out. It didn't come off all the way because I don't know why they put this freaking sticker on here. Because I don't know why they do that. We don't want the freaking stickers on the book, bro. We don't want the stickers on the book. No shade, just tea. Don't give us a sticker on the book. But I do think I want to get to this month because I want to read it because I know the second book came out. And honestly, what gravitated me towards is the cover. Girl, this cover is beautiful. Like, stop playing. Stop playing. It's so cute. She is so adorable. Even the other cover for the second book is so cute. It's so cute. I want to say, what did I think this was about? It's about a girl who's trying to figure out what happened to her mom, and she ends up, she's going to college, and she ends up joining like the secret society of Legendborns. Let me just read the synopsis because y'all know I'm bad at remembering stuff. Okay, it says, after her mother dies in an accident, 16-year-old Bree Matthews wants nothing to do with her family memories or childhood home. A residential, program for bright high schoolers at UNC Chapel Hill seems like her perfect escape until Bree witnesses a magical attack her very first night on campus. A flying demon feeding on human energies, a secret society of so-called Legendborn students who hunt the creatures down, and a mysterious teenage magic teenage mage who calls himself a Merlin and who attempts and fails to wipe Bree's memory of everything she saw. The mage failure reveals Bree's own unique magic and a buried memory with a hidden connection the night her mother died. Another Merlin was at the hospital. Now that Bree knows there's more to her mother's death than what's on the police report, she'll do whatever it takes to find out the truth, even if that means infiltrating the Legendborn as one of their. She recruits Nick, a self-exiled Legendborn with his own grudge against the group, and their reluctant partnership pulls them deeper into the society's secrets and closer to each other. But when the Legendborn reveals themselves as the descendants of King Arthur's knights and explain that a magical war is coming, Bree has to decide how far she'll go for the truth and whether she should use her magic to take the society down or join the fight. So it sounds really interesting. I let too many other people's opinion get into my head about this book, so I had returned it, but I ended up buying it again because it looks really good, and it will look really good on my shelf, and the cover looks good, and I know it's the second book that's coming out, so I just really want to, you know, try this out and see for myself if I like it or if I don't. So yeah, this is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. Okay, you guys, so this next book, I was like, what is this heavy ass book in my box? This is heavy because this is actually 5 books in one. I'm really excited. Can you guys guess? This is the Mindfuck series. This is by S.T. Abbey. Again, this is 1 through 5, the whole entire series in this book. I was looking and I saw the actual like Kindle versions like of the individual books, and the cover is definitely, yeah, this cover is definitely the best, because I was looking at the individual books cover and I'm like, okay then, that was so interesting. But wait, that actually smells good. Okay, because usually, excuse me y'all, books don't smell good. I don't care what nobody say, they don't smell good, but this smells really good actually. Okay, so let me read the synopsis for you guys. It says, monsters can come in many forms. They took too much, left too little. I had nothing to lose until him. I didn't expect him. I didn't want to fall in love, but I can't let him go. Logan Bennett makes the world a safer place. He's brilliant. He's a hero. He locks away the sick and depraved. But while he's saving lives, I'm taking them, collecting the debts that are owed to me. 10 years ago, they took from me. They left me for dead. They should have made sure I stayed dead. Now I'm taking that from them, one name at a time. I've trained for too long. I've been patient. I can't stop now. Revenge is best served cold. They never see me coming until I paint their walls red. Logan doesn't know how they hurt me. He doesn't know about the screams they ignored. He doesn't know how twisted that town really is. He just knows people are dying. He doesn't know he's in love with their killer. No one suspects a dead girl, and Logan doesn't suspect the girl in his bed. They're looking for a monster, not a girl who loves red, not a girl in love. I'm a faceless nightmare, at least until I tell them the story they pretended never happened. But in the end, will Logan choose them, or will we watch them burn together? Romance with a stabby twist. Okay, this sounds so freaking good. This is heavy. Oh my god, it's like lifting weights. This book is heavy, but this sounds really good, you guys. Oh my god. Yeah, it sounds really good. I'm really interested in hopping into this. I've heard good things about it, honestly. I've only heard good things about this series, so I mean, before we go to the next book, I did want to ask you guys, if I read this book, can I count it as I read 5 books? Because you gotta think, it's books 1 through 5. So it's like I read 5 books, right? Just wanted to ask that question. Alright, so the next book I'm grabbing, what is this? Oh, okay. Alright, so I actually bought this book right when I bought Legendborn. Not before when I bought it and returned it. This time around I bought the books together. But this is Amari and the Knight Brothers. It looks really cute. The cover looks so adorable. But let me say this about this. This is my first time ever reading a book by a man. A fiction book, let me say that, by a man. I don't really read books by men. Not fiction books, at least. And I've heard really great things about this. And again, this is a book that has another book behind it, a second part to it. And I've heard really great things about this. This is supposed to be a middle school read, so it should be pretty easy for me to go through. I know about this girl named Amari and her brother. Something happens to her brother. He gets trapped in, like, I guess some secret society as well. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and read the synopsis because y'all know I can't remember shit. So let me just read it. It says, Amari Peters has never stopped believing her missing brother Quentin is alive, not even when the police told her otherwise, or when she got in trouble for standing up to bullies who said he was gone for good. So when she finds a ticking briefcase in his closet containing a nomination for a summer tryout at the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs, she's certain that secretive organization holding the keys to locating Quentin, if only she can wrap her head around the idea of magicians, fairies, aliens, and other supernatural creatures all being real. Now she must compete for a spot against kids who've known about magic their whole lives. No matter how hard she tries, Amari can't seem to escape their intense scrutiny and doubt, especially once her own supernaturally enhanced talent is deemed illegal. With an evil magician threatening the supernatural world and her classmates thinking she's an enemy, Amari has never felt more alone. But if she doesn't stick it out and pass the tryout, she may never find out what happened to Quentin. So basically that's the synopsis. It sounds really, really good. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know why, but this kind of gives me like a Harry Potter feel. I don't know, every time I hear magic, kid, maggot, what?
What?
Kids, magic, I think Harry Potter, because that's just what I've been reading. I'm gonna give you guys a little update. I kind of put Harry Potter on the back burner. So when I hop back into it, I gotta hop in the 4th book. But I've been reading other books now. I'm getting into my romance right now. I'm trying to do my thrillers too. Might get into some, you know, some erotic books. You know, I don't know. I had to dabble out a little bit of the magic. You know, just take a break. Take a break. But again, this is Amari and the Night Brothers. This is by B.B. Alston. So I'll see how this goes. I might do a reading vlog of this book as well. Is this the last book? No, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 books left. So the next book I have, okay, The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. It says Alicia Burnson's life is seemingly perfect until one night when her husband Gabriel returns home late from work and Alicia shoots him 5 times in the face and then never speaks another word. Alicia's refusal to talk or give any kind of explanation turns a domestic tragedy into a mystery that captures the public imagination. But she, the silent patient, is hidden away from the tabloids at the Grove, a secure psychiatric unit in North London. Criminal psychotherapist Theo Favor is captivated by Alicia's story and jumps at the opportunity to work with her. His determination to get her to talk and unravel the mystery of why she shot her husband will take him down a path more unexpected and more terrifying than he ever imagined. It sounds really good. It really does, and I've heard really great things about this book. So again, this is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I hope I pronounced this right, his name right. But yeah, it sounds really, really good. It is definitely a thriller that I'm looking forward to reading. I might read this soon. We might do a reading vlog with it as well. So guys, let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see a reading vlog of any of these books that I have unboxed for you guys. Okay, so the next book, what I think it is, I'm gonna let y'all see first. Oh god, I honestly thought this book was gonna be way bigger. I didn't think it was gonna be this small, but I know. Okay, whoa. And this, I guess this is like the new thing for the paperbacks. Like they're gonna have this flap thing. I don't mind. I mean, actually I do mind. I didn't think my book was gonna come like this. I mean, it's okay. It doesn't bother me. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, but I wasn't expecting it to come this way, and I was expecting this to be way bigger. Wow. I mean, that must mean the font. How big is this font? It's pretty small. How many pages is in this? This is like, let me see, 369. I thought it was like 400. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read you guys the synopsis of this. This is What My Dog Vanessa by K. Elizabeth Russell. It says, 2000, bright, ambitious, and yearning for adulthood, 15-year-old Vanessa Y becomes entangled in an affair with Jacob Strain, her magnetic and gullible 42-year-old English teacher. 2017. Amid the rising of allegations against powerful men, a reckoning is coming due. Strain has been accused of sexual abuse by a former student who reaches out to Vanessa, and now Vanessa suddenly finds herself facing an impossible choice: remain silent, firm in the belief that her teenage self willingly engaging in this relationship, or redefine herself and the events of her past. Alternating between Vanessa's present and her past, My Dark Vanessa juxtaposes memory and trauma with the breathless excitement of a teenage girl discovering the power of her own body can wield. Though thought-provoking and impossible to put down, this is an era-defining novel that brilliantly captures and reflects the shifting cultural mores, transforming our relationship and society itself. Yeah. So it sounds really, really good. Well, I don't know how many good, but you know, like the plot, I think it definitely is an important read. I mean, because I think when I read the synopsis of this on Amazon, it was very more detailed. It was saying stuff how she considered the teacher like her first love and stuff like this. I was like, sis, I don't know about first love. I don't know about that, cuz, but yeah, so it was way more detailed than this. But again, this is My Dark Vanessa, K. Elizabeth Russell. I just know for this book I cannot start it until I finish Grown. When I finish Grown, then I can hop into this. So when I've you know, gathered the strength to finish that book, then I'll hop into this book. But yeah, it's gonna be a while for this one, because mentally I don't know how prepared I am for these type of books. But yeah, again, My Dark Vanessa. This is again by K. Elizabeth Russell. Let's go ahead. I have 2 more books. Well, I have 1 more book after this book. Let me see. I'm gonna let y'all see first. This is small. What is this? This is so small. Oh my god, this is Hard Love by Peyton Banks. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember. Oh, this is like an easy read though. How many pages is this? This is not that many pages. It's like 194 pages. This is so small. These books are so small. Okay, it says, he was football royalty, legendary quarterback, a champion. Reiner Strickland had led his team to 3 national championships, and playing a knight in shining armor was all in a day's work for the NFL star quarterback. Only his damsel in distress had no idea who he was, and it threw him off his game. He was the face of his organization and was used, to everyone recognizing him. Her innocence, charm, and beauty captivated him. It wasn't until after they parted ways that he realized that he never got her number or even her last name. Jada Dalton, had no idea who her sexy knight in armor was, but knew that she'd probably never see him again. She was focused on building her business and didn't have time for love. Just because she was determined to become a successful businesswoman, it didn't mean she couldn't dream about her sexy as sin rescuer. Another chance meeting brings the two together, and this time Jada discovers who exactly Reiner is. She learns quickly that what goes along with dating a football legend and is not sure she can handle it. Reiner refuses to let Jada go. He'll have to dig deep and call out the most important play of his life to ensure that Jada Dalton remains on his team. I like the football analogy with it and all. And I also need to mention that My First Love by Tia Rain that I showed you guys earlier in this video, that's also a sports type of romance. So this is another one that I have. I think I have been ordered this one before I even finished First Love. So yeah, it's something about the sports romances, I guess you can say. I'm falling for, I guess you could say. But it's Hard Love by Peyton Banks. And then last but not least, the very last book of this all, and again, don't forget, I still have another book subscription that's not going to even ship to later on this week, so I might show that in another video. But again, this is the last book. I'm not going to see. I can't guess. I don't remember what it possibly is. Let me try to guess and see if I can guess before I open my eyes. I'm trying to guess. Trying to remember what I ordered. I don't remember. I can't remember. Oh, this book. I cannot remember it for the life of me. Oh my god. Set on You by Amy Lee, I think. He makes her heart race. Okay. This is so cute. This is actually another book that I actually want to get also. It looks so pink on my camera, but it's actually like a peach. It looks so pink. But it's like peach. It's not pink. Like a peachy peach color. But anyways, Set on You by Amy Lee. I hope it's Lee or it might be Leah. Amy Leah. I'm not sure. But I actually wanted this book again before October, but again it wasn't gonna come in time. So I just ended up not getting it and waiting on it. It sounds so freaking cute. Okay, this sounds so like a rom-com and I'm here for it. So let me go ahead and read you guys the synopsis. It says, Curvy fitness influencer Crystal Chen built her career on shattering gym stereotypes and mostly ignoring the trolls. After her recent breakup, she has little stamina left for men, instead finding solace in the gym, her place of power and positivity. Enter firefighter Scott Ritchie, the smug and new gym patron who routinely steals her favorite squat rack. Sparks fly as these ultra-competitive foes battle for gym domination. But after a series of escalating jabs, the last thing they expect is to run into each other at their grandparents' engagement party. In the lead up to their grandparents' wedding, Crystal discovers there's a soft heart under Scott's muscled exterior. Bonding over family, fitness, and cheesy pickup lines, they just might have found their soulmates. Swollmates, excuse me, not soulmates. But when a photo of them goes viral, savage internet trolls put their budding relationship to the ultimate test of strength. Oh, why does this remind me of that girl who went viral? I guess because like her boyfriend was all fit and she was like plus size and people were like, oh, why is he with you? Why does that remind me that this sounds like that? Oh, but it sounds really, really good. Oh my god, I'm really excited for this one. Oh, this sounds so good. It gives me Talia Hilbert, the Brown Sister series vibes. Like it just, you know it's about to be funny, you know it's about to be cute, you know it's about to be good. This sounds really good. This sounds really good. Oh y'all, that's a lot of books. I got a lot of books. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 books. I technically have 21 because I have 2 other books in my other book subscription that didn't come yet. So yeah, I have a lot of books, y'all. We got a lot of books. But y'all, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is like gonna be the first of many unboxings. Not anytime soon. I ain't buying no books maybe till December, maybe to January. I'm done. I need to take a break. I have all these books I have yet to read, and then I just have these books. That's like 19 more books, and this is all like 20 something books. This is 22 books up here. That's 19 books over here. Y'all do the math. I don't need no more books until next year, to be honest with you. I don't need no more books. Now, unless I buy books of books I've already read and I just want to have on my actual. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel, helps out my videos getting out to more people. So please make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to turn your notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, which is, I want to say once a week or twice a week. That's my goal. So again, if you guys, you know, want to see more of me, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Also, if you guys like any type of videos like gameplays, game recordings, I also have a gaming channel. I will also link that in the description box below, and I'll probably have a card up in the card up above my channel, A Noob's Gameplay. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on that channel, but it's probably going to change eventually. So again, if you like gaming videos and stuff like that, make sure you guys subscribe to that channel, and if you like this video, you subscribe to this one. So you know, y'all know what it is. So yeah, with all that being said, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.